now in the cockpit of the P-3 Orion. There's some similarities to the old Navy versions, and there's some pretty marked differences. Obviously, 4 Allison motors, dual controls. Still, that hasn't changed since Price was a corporal. However, we have decided that we put glass in as we try to update them. Some of that just makes the display easier to use. Some of that, too, is a function of the fact that we've got a lot more information coming up front, and we're trying to make sure that the decision-making is going from fore to aft on the airplane, that everybody's got a piece of the puzzle. Doing counter-narcotics and/or a Homeland Security mission can get pretty dynamic. Also, the situation can change radically, and it may be only one person that notices that subtle difference. So as a result, we want to get as much information spread as diffusely through the crew as we can to allow those decisions to be informed. We also benefit from the fact that we've got very seasoned crews. Unlike when all of us were in the Navy, there's a certain amount of training going on there. You have to go somewhere to cut your teeth and learn how to operate the airplane, how to think and operate tactically. We have the benefit here that we grab people who have been honing that skill for 10 to 20 years, and then we put them here. So as a result, we've got decision makers in almost every seat. We've got capable, proven decision makers. But you can see up here, we've got all glass in the cockpit. We can swap the displays around in case of degradation. Also in the center, we have a tactical display that allows us to see optics, radar return, also a moving map. All things allow for both situational awareness and understanding of the tactical picture in a real-time manner. And really, real time is what we're striving for. We want to make decisions quickly. That allows us to determine if we have to ask for more help, whether or not this is something benign or this is something malicious and requires further attention. You can see up here too, we've got the gas gauges on board. We've got 28,000 on board today. We can take up to 60,000, weather dependent. If it's a cool day, maybe get up to about 62. That allows us easily 10 hours up to 12 before we've got to go around and get gas. We can go on station for a long time. This airplane is happiest when we are up high flying at loiter speeds well below the operational cruise numbers, and that allows us to extend for a very long time on station and deconflict a lot of area. And with our radar, we can go 200 miles in any direction and give you really a pretty good idea of what's happening. Let the decision makers decide what they think, where they want to focus their attention.
Welcome to the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource. Real-time 24/7 online audio and video programming, where aviation has been getting updated for over a decade. Distributing over 11,000 stories, features, audio and video programs every year. Only ANN covers aviation and aerospace with this much depth, insight, and expertise. Check us out on the web at aero-news.net.
All right, this is the P-3 Dome aircraft. It's a AWACS version of E3, E2. It actually has the E2 APS 145 radar system, down look. It can see approximately 200 nautical miles in any direction. When we're normally operating and actually prosecuting cases, we're doing about 200 knots. So we're traveling across the airspace, 200 knots, looking at 200 miles in any direction. To prosecute vessels, we're normally prosecuting vessels between 80 and 100 miles. And normally when we fly, we're flying due regard. We do our own air traffic control, and we maintain our own surveillance for our other aircraft that are operating with us, whether it be another P-3 or another law enforcement aircraft, either from a foreign country or our own country. Because we do work with foreign governments, and we vector their aircraft and their vessels onto the suspect vessel or the suspect aircraft. We work for Department of Energy. We have 2 aircraft that are on standby 24/7 for Department of Energy. We do all FEMA work. If we have a national disaster, whether it's in this country or a foreign country, we launch these aircraft out and we do 24/7 FEMA work. The reason we do that is so that we can transmit the information via what they call big pipe, which is satellite pictures and communication up to Washington, D.C., so they can best utilize their people in the disaster area. The other is protection of the president, and our primary mission is, of course, counter-narcotics and counter-terrorism. Since 9/11, we've started doing counter-terrorism. The back end of the aircraft is utilized by 4 individuals. We do all the communications work. We have 5 UHF, VHF multi-channel radios. We can tune in any channel we want. We have a sat phone on here so we can call anybody when we want via telephone. We have a Cothan over-the-horizon radar, over-the-horizon communications equipment, and we've got 2 SATCOM radios. And along with a Wolfsburg, which is a multi-channel UHF and SATCOM type radio.
Cirrus Design's Vision SJ50 single-engine personal jet offers exceptional fuel efficiency, flexible seating for up to 7, advanced avionics, and all the Cirrus safety features you expect, including the Cirrus airframe parachute system. With its detailed design, the Cirrus Vision is technologically advanced, yet engineered to be simple to fly, to allow owner pilots more lifestyle pursuits than any other personal aircraft. Learn more about the Vision SJ50 at cirrusdesign.com.
Okay, the manning on the crew is, we carry 4 individuals for the back end, which is operating the radar and the communications equipment. We carry 3 pilots up front. They rotate about every 2 hours. 2 pilots on, then they have the off pilot come up and relieve them. And then we have 2 flight engineers. When we're actually transiting from this airport to our location, we take 3 maintenance people with us. So that's the complete crew: 3 maintenance, 3 pilots, 2 flight engineers, and 4 back-enders. We drop the maintenance people off, of course, and we go do our mission. At the present time, we've located some vessels that are coming out of Colombia. You might have saw it on America's Most Wanted. They're called SPSSs. They've made approximately between 80 and 90 of them in Colombia. They cost about $1 million to produce. They're almost undetectable. They're what they call a semi-submersible submarine. Congress in the United States has dictated that these are classified as illegal vessels. If they are spotted on the high seas, we do not have to go through a 7-point sink list on them or a stop list. We can immediately go to the vessel and we can take them down without having to go through the 7-point that the Coast Guard normally goes through with their District 7 or District 11. These vessels are known for smuggling. That's all they're used for, and that's what this aircraft and the sister ship, that's what they primarily do, is try to locate this new form of smuggling that the Colombians have come up with.